We are joined today with Chris Siemers, the men's RMAC Cross Country Coach of the Year. First of all, congratulations, Coach.
Thank you, Matt.
This is your second straight RMAC Cross Country title, as well as second straight men's Coach of the Year. What does that mean to you and your program?
It means a lot. So back in early September, at a couple practices, I asked some of the leaders, if they even wanted to go on with the season, knowing that, it's probably looking like it's only the RMAC championship. So along with that, I just expressed some of the challenges that we might face with COVID. So even with those challenges, they were all certain about one thing, and that was that they wanted to run. So it means a lot because the RMAC championships was all they had really to focus on. And they did a great job staying motivated for that. So this was kind of like the national meet, I guess, in a normal season where this is what we peaked for. They all bought in and really wanted to come together as a team, just like they would for a national meet, a few weeks later. It's also special because Chris Cathcart, who finished fourth, Loic Scamparn, freshman of the year, he finished sixth. Luke Julian was eighth, and Dylan Paul was 10th. And, they weren't part of the team last year. So to bring those guys in, get their first championship, I think that meant a lot too.
Yeah, it's safe to say with the RMAC history that usually the winner of the RMAC championship is going to be contending for a national title. So, and
Sure.
How were you able to keep your team motivated this year with really just this one meet?
Well, again, I think they were able to stay motivated because this is what they wanted to do. Back in September, if they told me to get lost, then I totally would have understood, just given everything, the stress levels and anxiety that everyone's facing these days. But I think that's what kept them happy, was to come together with a common goal. And that's something we always focus on and strive towards. So that was one thing that we kind of still had that was normal, is we could control the outcome. We can control the outcome here, and I think that's what kept them, motivated. We also had a solid plan. I think just having a plan and then having the other coaches come together with a positive attitude. Mark Husted, Caleb Ulrich, Tyler Curtis, they came to the workouts with a positive attitude, and I think that also helped keep them motivated. So.
And we usually ask the student athletes how they balance academics and athletics. But as a coach, especially at Colorado School of Mines, where the academic is more rigorous sometimes, how do you balance pushing the student athletes running-wise and all that with their academics?
Sure, and I think that's just kind of, speaks to the type of student athlete that we have. And I think that's kind of the first step, is you have to be able to balance that. And, it's not for everyone. I certainly couldn't have done it when I was in college, but, these kids are special kids. They have to stay scrappy, and they have to learn how to deal with adversity and struggling. And I think that's just part of what it is to be on our team. So.
Now, getting back to the race this past weekend, with the course being 4 2K loops, what was the strategy going into the race?
Well, I think where the 2K loops helped us is 2 weeks prior to the RMAC championships, we set up a time trial with Colorado Christian, and they were nice enough to come down and help make it a very special event for the athletes that had gone on several months without having really anything to focus on. So I think that being on the track and setting it up on the track was very conducive to the 2K loops that we were going to face at RMAC. So I think that was very indicative of what we were able to do on the actual course. And then it also allowed us to pick the team, because that's all we went off of, was if you were top 9 in that time trial, you were going to run at conference. And I think it allowed us to pick the right team.
Good. And can you talk about the talented depth of your team, as your top 5 spread was an incredible 22 seconds?
Yeah, that 22 seconds was definitely one of the highlights, and that's what after the meet, that's what I told the team. I said, "Geez, that was amazing." it's something that we've had to depend on in the past. If you look back at some of the results over the history, and especially in these RMAC meets, we've had 20-second pack splits. And also our fifth man on the day was Luke Julian, and he should only be within, he shouldn't be more than 22 seconds behind Dylan, because he's talented. He's one of the best runners we've ever had. So
awesome. Anything else you'd like to add?
I just want to thank UCCS for putting on the championship, and I'm sure it was more challenging, and and everyone else who competed, and Western State for winning the women's team title. Congratulations to them. So yeah, thanks again, Matt.
Yeah, thank you, and congratulations on this year and being able to navigate everything that's thrown your way.
Thanks. I enjoyed talking with you. Have a good one.
You as well.